Kids, listen to your mother.
Mom!
Welcome to Between Us Moms with Katie Crafts-Morg and Hallie Stevens-Drape.
Hey, mamas, and welcome back to the Between Us Moms podcast with Katie and Hallie. Happy 2026. We have missed you guys so much. We have missed each other doing this. We have a whole new format for this podcast. We're so excited. So without further ado, we want to just hop right into it. Welcome to our first new segment, Slay or Nay of the Week. No more cliff notes, just slay or nay. Hallie, what'd you slay? What's a nay? Let's go.
Mine is a double whammy. It's a slay and a nay. So, over this little break, we have been putting the girls down a little bit later. Andrew and I love to have our evenings, just the two of us. It's something we really savor. And to do that, we put the girls to bed early and then inevitably they wake up early. So we have to kind of on the back end suffer a little bit, but we do get our alone time at night. But over this break, we have put the girls to bed later.
Okay.
And we have been sleeping in until 9 a.m.
What's that like?
I had forgotten because I have not slept in that late since pre-Dylan. So it has been over 3.5 years since I've slept in till 9 a.m. It is a glorious, beautiful thing to wake up when your body says you're ready and not a violent screaming, it's time to get your ass out of bed, your kids are awake. It's been insane. And it's a slay because it feels so good on my body and my heart and my mind to sleep in. But we're about to go back to school. And so I know we're about to get hit with that like sleep regression. Getting the girls to go to bed is going to be pretty rough. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag, but we just rolled the dice. And honestly, it was so nice.
Hell yes. What time are you guys putting them to bed for them to sleep in until 9? Like
8 p.m.
Not bad.
Not bad, but when I go to bed at 8:30, like I like to be snuggling in, starting my wind down at 8:30.
Yeah.
So it does not leave a lot of time for Andrew and I. So I've had to push my bedtime later when I felt like I had the energy to do it. And so that was kind of rough. There was no like adult time, quiet in my mind. I mean, that's kind of why it's a slay and a nay. Like I don't love this schedule for the regular. Plus, I do like to start my day early. I just liked that it was like I'm not waking up to the sound of a kid in her crib saying, "Get me out of bed."
You know what? This was the time to do it. I
Yeah.
feel like the week, especially between Christmas and New Year's, it's kind of like, what the fuck time is it? What the fuck day is it? Is it December 26th or 29th? Nobody actually knows. So listen, I think it's a full slay, and I love that for you.
Thank you. It felt good. What about you? What's your slay or nay?
Okay, so I created quick little bullet points.
Oh,
I have
great.
2 little slays and 1 big nay.
Okay.
The first one, I have been feeling like we need just a good group of friends. I feel like we have good friends out here, but they're kind of like one-offs. There's not like a giant group where we can all get together. And I like having that camaraderie of like a group hang, and so does Jason. And you might think I'm crazy for doing this, but did like a parents' night out with other parents from Kaia's class at school. I planned it for Saturday night.
Great.
We had 10 parents, so like 5 couples. It was a fucking blast. Everyone had 3 to 4 cocktails. People were like
Wow.
letting loose. We were talking about like funny kid stories, potty training, like poop rocks in the pants, but also just like getting to know each other from like a hobby standpoint and like a job standpoint and like an emotional standpoint. Like it was just so much fun. So if you're feeling like that, or you're feeling like you just want to get together with people who are in the same exact phase of life as you are, I highly recommend just like throwing out a little branch and making it happen. We all have like a group chat now. It's like
Who are
fully
these people? Like, who are they? Are they random people you just like collected together, or are they
some of them.
old friends?
No,
Okay.
they're all, so 2 of them are neighbors. And our kids are all in the same class, which is amazing. So that was like an easy to do. The other one is the room parent with me. So her and her husband, they're like so sweet. I love her. She's so like spunky and feisty, and she's German. I just am obsessed with her. And then another set of parents who I really, really like too. They have a son in Kaya's class. And we just
Nice.
kind of like, this is our second time doing this hang. The first time was like all the kids got together, and that was really like a clusterfuck fun, but also like a cluster of like, oh my God, there's so many toddlers here. And my little Emma was like trying to keep up. But, anyways, yes, this is my new thing. I'm telling everyone to do it. Like, make friends with the people in your kids' class. We're
Yeah.
all of like very similar, like parenting mindsets, and just, yeah, there's just a lot of similarities, and it makes it really, oh my God, one of them just texted me.
How cute.
Isn't that so fun?
How timely. That is great.
So,
Everyone always warned me because you and I were later to the game to have babies. But all my friends who had had babies prior, they're like, you kind of, yes, you hold on to your old friendships, but you really do become friends with the people who are the parents in
mhm.
your kids' class or in this like same area of time because you can just hang. You're really in the same season, you're in the same chapter. You can really
Yeah.
commiserate. So, yeah, good for you.
Yeah, that's
Way
like
to
a little
go.
sleigh. My other thing is we started a new tradition, and this, I want to inspire other people. Our new tradition is to plan a trip on New Year's Day so that you have something to look forward to in the year.
Okay.
So this is our new tradition. We planned it on New Year's Day. We booked it. We're going in June. That's my little tidbit.
Okay, so you didn't actually like go somewhere on New Year's
No, we
Day
planned the trip. Like, we booked flights and travel and a hotel and a rental car, and we're going to Hawaii.
as a full family.
As a full family of four, we
Great.
are nervous for this flight, but we feel
Nah.
strongly we can do it.
Yeah.
And Costco Travel has some great deals right now.
Okay,
Just a
you're the
little tip.
second person to talk about Costco travel.
Incredible. Our resort. We have a
Ace.
room with a full like kitchen in there because I wanted a kitchen to be able to wash like their sippy cups and all that stuff, make it easy. And B, it comes with a $200 resort credit a day. That's like a full meal a day.
Let's hear it for Costco.
Yes, and we wanted to do the Disney hotel, and then we're like, they might be too young for that. Like, maybe let's go somewhere a little more chill. The deal was insane. We could not believe it. And so, yeah, check Costco Travel.
Oh
Could
my
not
God.
recommend it enough. Comes with a rental car for the week, two car seats.
By the way, not sponsored. Should
Not
be because
sponsored.
this is like
Real
influencing
life.
me, but wow,
Yes,
nice.
yes.
Cool. That is a sleigh.
And then my little nay is I've been eating like absolute shit garbage for the past 2 weeks. So
As you should.
that's
That's
all.
that is the holidays. You know
You
what?
know,
It's not the holidays if you're eating healthy. What the fuck would that be about? That'd be a
I'm
big no.
we made a full cheesecake like from scratch, and we
Yeah.
basically ate the entire thing this week. So
You know what? It's a
live
new
it.
year. Whatever. Who cares? You only live once. I'm
I
sorry,
know.
but you are very healthy. 365. You're allowed to just give yourself a little slice of that.
We've been having
Good.
drinks, cocktails, wine, cheesecake, ice cream, like you name it, it's been going in this body. The body has not been a temple, but you know what? This week is a new week. So that's
So
all.
good.
Those are
I
my
love
nays and slays.
Katie, I love that. I feel like I love this new segment. I hope you guys listening do too. It feels a little better. We can really like mama name, mama slay it. And next up, because we are pop culture mavens, this is our bread and butter. This is how we met after all. If you are new to the podcast, Katie and I were work wives in entertainment news for over a decade. So this is really our bread and butter. And we are going to start a new segment, the headlines that made us text each other. Because isn't that so true? You see a headline, you're like, I got to talk to my girlfriend about this. What? So, Katie, hit us with the first headline that you just had to text me about.
Okay, I did text you about this, I think.
You did.
Tom Brady and Alix Earle were dancing and chatting, looking pretty damn cozy on New Year's Eve in St. Bart's. He is 48. She just turned 25. His oldest son is 18, so that's like a 7-year, 6.5, 7-year age gap. The next day, he was then like on a yacht with Leo Dipcario. Leo's 51. His girlfriend is 27. I just want to hear your hot takes on this. I'm not here to age shame, but I am here to be like, you're just showing your lack of like maturity and manliness. Am I wrong?
You know what? You have a very strong opinion. So I do feel like you should share yours probably before me because it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm numb to it or what,
Mm.
if this is just like what we see. I mean, he dated Giselle. Where are we supposed to go from Giselle?
Down.
I mean, and I'm not saying Alix Earle is a catch.
She's
I really
hot.
do.
She's hot.
She went to business school. She has, I mean, some business savvy. I am not shaming her. I think everyone should just do what makes them happy, but I don't think he's going to marry her. I think he's just kicking some rocks. He is getting it in. He is having some fun. And if she is too, like, I'm not mad at it, but I know you have very strong opinions. I do feel like you should share yours. I was on Instagram and you know, you can see your friends' comments on posts.
Mm-hmm.
I see Dumois. There's a post with a video of Alix Earle and Tom Brady kind of touchy-feely in the club. And I see a comment from my friend Katie Krause at Katie Krause. And it's, this is so embarrassing for him.
So that comment has actually been liked almost 3,000 times. So I'm not alone in this.
I know. So please share why you think this is embarrassing for him.
I think it's embarrassing for him because I look at Tom Brady and I'm like, you are the fucking GOAT of football. You are like who so many men aspire to be. And you had Giselle and you had like this beautiful family. And listen, I understand not everybody wants that, but I'm going to have a super hot take here. I want that for him again. I want him to like get your fucking shit together. Stop partying with people who are 20 plus years younger than you and like figure your shit out. Like, I feel like Giselle has moved on. Isn't she remarried?
Yeah, she had a baby.
She had a baby, remarried. I also think it's just giving me like creepy grandpa vibes. Also, like his kids are going to see this news. I want you to get your life together. And maybe he doesn't want to, which is fine. He doesn't have to. This is just how I personally feel. I look at Jason Kelsey and I'm like, you have your shit together.
Okay. I want to remind you though, he was with Giselle. He retired. The word on the street, the rumor around town was that Giselle was like, when you retire, it is family time. I have been there for you. I have supported you. We have done this. It is time. He retired and then he unretired. And then Giselle said goodbye. So this is not a man who appears to be prioritizing his family and family life.
And that's my issue. And that's also why I kind of feel like I'm getting the heebie-jeebies from Leo lately. I'm like, what are we doing, Leo? Like, what are we doing? Figure it out.
You know, marriage and family and kids is not for everybody.
Sure.
So maybe it's not for Leo. Tom to me is just, he's a guy, let's just put him on a platform for what he deserves. And that is for being a stellar athlete. Am I ever going to look at him and be like, that's who I aspire to be as a family person? No, I really no. And so I see what you're saying because there are young men who look at him and put him on a pedestal, put him on a platform.
I think if he was a woman, he would be getting so much hate.
Of course, devil's advocate. He was married and, hot in his career for so long. Maybe this is like sow his wild oats moment.
Yeah, sure. I
just wonder, what was Shannon? What's his first wife's name before Giselle?
Oh, Bridget
Moynihan.
Bridget
Moynihan. I wonder what she thinks because they had a baby.
Hasn't she been a little outspoken about it?
Good question.
I should Google that.
Yeah.
Come
Curious
back to
what
that.
She would say because she's known him since the beginning.
Yeah. Do what you want. I just personally am like, get your effing shit together. Stop partying on St. Bart's. Like the Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez video partying like in Ibiza or wherever they were with like all the bottle service. I'm just like, what are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing? That's all. That's my take.
Understand. I like that hot take. I want to hear what you think about this next headline because I had to text you. I have so many thoughts on it. Zach Bryan got married. And at first, there's a video that went viral of him carrying his now wife out of a church in Spain, putting her into a convertible. And everyone was like, oh, this is for a music video. This is a music video. It's New Year's Eve. Turns out not so much. It actually was a legitimate wedding. They got married. She has since, Samantha Leonard is her name. She has since posted a picture saying forever XX. These two started dating in the middle of last year. Let's not forget, he was previously dating
Brianna Chicken Fry, right?
Yeah, LaPaglia. He was previously dating Brianna Chicken Fry. She came out. She was like, try to pay me $12 million to stay quiet. He was emotionally abusive, yada, yada. He has denied all those claims. But this woman looks exactly like her. It is her twin. And I'm curious if you think this relationship has staying power. Will it go the distance?
I think I think with Zach Bryan, what I've learned to do is separate the music from the person. Because
Yes.
I love the music, but everything I hear about him feels like it's against my will. Even like all the Brianna chicken fry stuff, I just wanted to be like, girl, he's not your person. He's an artist. Artists are bad news. You know what? I used to date an artist. A couple of them, actually.
Yeah. None of them were for
They're
you.
not your person. They're just not your person. They're not going to be good people. And do I think this is going to last? No.
And Katie, you know what I love about this? Everyone is like, what is Brianna going to say? What is she going to say? She responded the next
Mhm.
day, posting a lip sync to TikTok of a Taylor Swift song.
I love her.
I
Love it.
tell me what you think about that. The exact lyrics were,
It was
what
for
were they again?
Midnights, right?
Midnight. Yeah. What were the lyrics? It's a checkmate, but I couldn't lose
Yeah.
or something like that. How do you feel?
Checkmate. I couldn't lose.
Yeah, that's all she said. And everyone was like, that's all she had to say.
It's all she had to say. Like, listen, she's going to go on and win in life, and she is going to realize in like 10, 15 years why it didn't work out for her and him. And she's going to find someone who is like 5,000 times better as like a person, as a match, as a dad if she wants to have a child. Like, he just wasn't her person. And the fact he married someone after 6 months who looks just like her is giving like total narcissistic vibes to me. I don't know what that
Yeah.
says. I'm just kind of like, ooh, ooh, ee. But I love his music. So,
Yeah. I hope everyone's happy.
what do you
I,
think?
I don't think it will last.
Yeah.
I just think you can't really know someone after 6 months, especially when they're that young. When you're
Yeah.
that young, you're not a fully formed person yet. And you haven't gone through enough. I mean, I guess there's something when you're famous, you do kind of go through life a little faster and you are hit with more obstacles and whatever. But if I were a betting woman, I wouldn't bet on this to last. But I also root for love. So I hope they do. And I hope they're happy. And I hope he treats her right. But I would
Yeah.
not
I
put
hope
my money on it. And I hope,
that's,
Brianna Chicken Fry is winning.
she's
I just
winning.
think she really
Exactly.
is checkmate. I don't think she can lose. She walked away from a relationship that was not right for her. And I think there's something really beautiful about when this is like a nail in the coffin,
Mm.
like she
Hmm.
can really look at that and be like, it's done,
Bye.
So
Bye.
I think it's a happy ending for everybody.
Totally.
Hopefully.
Okay, our last headline. 12-year-old Northwest. She is the oldest daughter of Kim and Kanye. She showed off a new piercing on the bridge of her nose, black grills, and a 106 carat diamond skull pendant in a series of TikTok videos posted on January 3rd to her account that she shares with Kim. And I'm just curious, people have a lot to say. I hate it because she's 12, but I'm just curious your thought. I mean, this made headlines, so
Yeah.
we are texting about it.
I know. And you and I had previously talked about piercings. So we talked about North because she had a piercing on her middle finger.
Hmm.
And we had kind of a back and forth debate about that and whether we would let our kid do that. And I think after a lot of thinking, our consensus, you didn't have to think about it much, but I was like, at what age would I don't know, when do you let them spread their wings? It's a no. Like, it's just a no. There is some talk that it's a fake piercing here,
Yeah.
that it's not actually real. So to me, I'm like, I'd rather it be fake than be real. And if you want to play with that at home, and I know we know North is very into makeup, into playing with her look. It's kind of her self-expression. And I do think as a parent, you want to nurture those things, the things
Mm.
that bring your child joy, bring them creativity, make them feel fulfilled. You want to pour into that and help support them in doing those things. But if it's fake, I think it's fine. If this is a real diamond,
Isn't it? Is it not
I
a real, like
I
106 carats?
to me, that's the problem because where do we go? I think if you have so much so early in life, what do you have to look forward to?
Or worked for?
All of it.
Yeah.
And like I was looking at, to stay within the Kardashian realm, Alabama Barker.
Oh, the lingerie.
Well, we could talk about that, but
Or the bags.
Her entire Christmas haul. I was like, I don't
I
own
know.
one thing. I'm 41 years old. She is half my age. And the things that she has, the access she has just for a Christmas. I worry about kids. I mean, everyone's parenting the best they can. And when you have that kind of money, I know you also want to give your kid
The
everything.
world. Yeah.
Right. So like who's to say if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't be doing the same thing. But at the same point, there's something about a humble upbringing and that, yes, you think I want to work for this. I have this to work for and I have this to be excited about. It's a different world.
I think it's the message that we're teaching the kids. We have
Mhm.
to teach our kids A, the value of a dollar, and B, we have to teach them that like material things don't equate to happiness. And I think that starts at home. And I think like what a missed opportunity. And listen, I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to be a Kardashian or to be Travis Barker and have like billions and zillions of dollars. But I do think, listen, if I won the lottery tomorrow, I don't think I would ever buy my kid something with 106 fucking carats.
No.
And I don't think I would buy them like a $20,000 handbag. It's just not for me. And, you know, I think my heart feels for these kids because they don't have a choice in the matter, really, of like if they're going to have a normal upbringing or not. Like, you're not.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I'm curious to see what they're like in, yeah, 10, 15 years. I hope that they're kind. I hope that they have empathy. I hope that they understand that the majority of the world doesn't live like them. And yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I will say the Kardashians grew up with a lot. Obviously, they've earned quite a bit. They've worked really hard for what they have. But I remember Kim has always told this story about how their dad used to take them to Skid Row
Mm-hmm.
to just remind them and to like really show them. So the hope is that, you know, Kim is an advocate. She's doing advocacy work. And we've
Yeah.
seen Chloe give back stuff with her kids. And so I think you're right. I think that so much of that just has to be an active choice because also they will, even if they're not given everything on a silver platter, there's no way that their life will be normal. It just won't. I saw Northwest in a Chipotle with Penelope Disick when they were like 7 and I recognized them.
Isn't that crazy?
That's weird. They were there with their nanny. They were 7 and I just recognized them because I watched the show. So it just, even without the gifts, without the act, you know, the material things, their life will be different.
Yeah.
So that's a good point.
Yeah. I will say really quick to tie this up, you know, I've met Travis a handful of times, and I actually interviewed Travis with his daughter, Alabama, when she was trying to make it in music. And I do feel like he's very hands-on. I think I told this story not that long ago. Like I also saw him with some of Courtney and Scott's sons, like at a coffee shop, and he is very hands-on. I hate that we even are like talking about them as
I know.
kids. Like it feels icky.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know.
they also are choosing to put their kids in the spotlight, allowing them to have social media, allowing, you know, so.
And
Okay.
I will say also, just one little thing to give them their flowers. All 3 girls seem like really good moms.
Yeah.
They really
Yeah.
do. And like Kim, I think we know she's been doing a lot of it alone.
Mm.
There are reports that her and Kanye have kind of come to an agreement, especially over North and her social media over the holidays. But, you know, Chloe doing a lot of it solo. Like I think that they're really hands-on and everyone is just doing the best they can.
Totally. That's
Yeah.
a good way to wrap that up. All right. Our other new segment that we have created is called the Mom Algorithm. Moving forward, when we do this segment, it's going to be something that we've seen trending in the mom world, but we thought because it's a new year, we would sort of share some of our feelings on this year, like resolutions, what we're not doing, things that we are doing. So, Hal, why don't you kick us off?
So, our last episode of last year, we talked about what we wanted in the new year. And I have a lot of things I want. I'm not going to call them resolutions, but the one thing I'm really focused on is slowing down and being present, like fully 100% in wherever I am. I feel like there's too much, like I'm putting my phone away because there's so much of me reading a text message, feeling like I need to go respond to that, but I'm in the middle of something else, or opening up my email, seeing that there's a new thing I have to do. And it just takes me out of the moment.
Yeah.
So all I really want this year is, and the thing I'm really going to work on, everything else, like I'm always thinking about eating better. I'm always thinking about working out and, you know, how I could be a better mom. Those things are always on my mind. So I don't have to just do it because it's a new year. But the thing that is really important to me that I think will trickle into all areas of life in a good way is just being really present wherever I am. So if I'm slow to respond to texts, that's why my phone is put away. Because in that moment, I am focused on something else, whether it be Andrew, my family, making dinner, working on the podcast. It's just whatever I'm doing, it's just going to be all in right there, fully present. I'm trying to go analog, if you will, you know?
I love it.
Yes. What about you?
That's a really good message and a really good reminder, and something I'm also trying to be more mindful of. I think this morning I was like, can we please, let's put our phones in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
even texted you. I was like, sorry, in the middle of lunch, like I'll text you back. And I
And
think
by the
that's
way,
so important.
you don't know that to me. I'm actually going to put the do not
Oh,
disturb on my phone.
ooh, I
Yeah,
like it.
I'm
Okay.
fully, I don't even want to see a text come through. So you don't
Yeah.
have to text me that, by the way. Don't feel like you have to do that. You are living your life. I know you will respond when you can.
I appreciate you saying that. I think as women, we're always so quick to be like, or maybe it's just like our background in news, like you have to respond, or like people think the
Okay.
worst of you, like you're not doing your job or you're ignoring them. And it's like, that's not it at all. And I look at how Jason's job operates and like how they allow people to take time with their responses and not feel so rushed and so hurried. And I think that is actually a really good point that you brought up, even not realizing that you brought it up.
No, Katie, it's so wild you say that because I had a girls' night the other night and I was trying to be fully present there. I didn't respond to your text because it was a
Yeah.
dinner and a movie with some girlfriends. And in the car ride home, we were talking about text messaging and our response time. And I said, I'm too fast. And they said, no, you're like really good at it. I was like, no. And I said, it's because I worked in news for 10 plus years.
Mhm.
And in news, you come in the morning and you have to put a show together in a few hours and everything has to move fast. It's the nature of the beast. And so you and I, it's ingrained in us
Yeah.
that being quick to respond is like part of the job.
Yeah.
But
And
I literally just said that. So it's funny you mentioned that. I'm like, I feel very validated.
totally. It's something we both do and feel. And I always, yeah, I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah.
For me, I posted this list to Instagram, and you guys, if you're not following the Between Us Moms account on Instagram or TikTok, please do it. But we put together like this list of in things for the year, and I think so. I've never had so many people respond to a story and be like, "Oh my God, me too," or "Oh my gosh, I'm doing all these things," and also adding like being kinder to myself, being more gentle and forgiving with myself. And go take a look at the list. I think, for me, it's like, I'm not going to feel bad about being strict on my kids' bedtimes. Christian McCaffrey, he's a running back for the 49ers, said that his dad always made sure that they were in bed at 7:30. And that like stuck with him and really gave him like a sense of like schedule and just this is how things go and organization in a weird way. And I feel like I want to make sure that we're doing that too, because I also think it creates like a calmness and like an expectedness in our
Mhm.
children.
Routine.
Routine. One of the other things is my mom especially is so wants to be the fun Grammy and wants to like have treats and like candy and whipped cream for the kids. And I finally had to be like, I love you. I see the intention, but like I can't just have you giving my kids sugar all the time because I don't want the sugar high in the tantrums later.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like having those kinds of boundaries and also not feeling bad about taking time for yourself, because guess what? When you take time to go and do that exercise class, or you take time to go and have that mom's movie night or that book club or even read a book on your own, you are a better mom because your cup is more full and your heart feels happier and like you're not so drained. I often, when I'm home with my kids all day, feel like, and this is part of parenting, but like you feel like kind of like the snack bitch. Like you're just constantly making food, making snacks, cleaning food, dishes, cleaning snacks. And like you have to do other things for yourself, like,
I told you
soothing
that is my
tantrums.
nickname
Like
around here is the
that's,
snack bitch.
that's why I said it. And it's like you cannot feel bad about that. And I think that's a really big one for me this year is not feeling bad about doing things that bring me happiness and joy and fulfillment because ultimately it makes me a better mother and it makes me a better wife. I also posted a video about that, like things that make me feel better and hotter as like a mom and a wife. And it's like, yeah, getting out of the house, getting ready every single day, like even if it's just a little bit of concealer and a little bit of highlighter and mascara, do it.
Yeah.
Wear your sweats on the bottom, but like put a little cute sweater on top, which is what I'm doing right now.
Love it. You
Just
look
like,
great.
oh, thanks. You look great. But it's like, just do those little things because I think, they all ultimately contribute to the mental health and to helping with the mother mental load. So, yeah.
I love that. What an episode. We're back, baby. We are back. We're so happy you guys were with us. Please give us a follow on social media, like and subscribe to the podcast. We are on YouTube. If you prefer to watch the full episode there, we are there. We are everywhere you get podcasts. Share with a mom friend. Like we like to say, motherhood is a sisterhood. And we are so, so grateful you are part of ours. Thanks for hanging out with us on Between Us Moms.
Don't forget to follow us for more mom life conversations and content, and subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.
And if you liked this episode, send it to a mom friend.
You know she'll get it too.
See you next time.